as we go along. If anyone has trouble hearing or seeing, feel free to chime in and let me know, and we will address it as we go. So in our health and wellness department, we offer 4 one-year certificate programs: clinical esthetician, hairstyling, and healthcare aide. We're going to go through each of these programs in detail and give you some information on the requirements, what you will complete as a student in the programs, and we have some faculty, we may have some students and special guests joining us along the way, and we're going to walk you through little tours of our campus so you can see what life as a student would look like.
Esthetician course because it's really hands-on and we get to form close relationships with our teachers and classmates.
I really enjoyed the labs in the esthetician program.
I love the manicuring. I'm really loving the theory and the anatomy and physiology of it, and I'm in the clinical esthetician part of it, and I'm super excited for just the facials and just interacting with other people and getting to learn new technology. I'm really stoked.
Alrighty. So that was a little tour of our esthetician day spa classroom. As you could see, lots of the work happens in our day spa. It's a very hands-on program, but certainly that's not all that's involved in an esthetician program. There's classroom components and theory work where students will learn anatomy and physiology. They learn the theory behind all of the procedures that they will demonstrate and complete in the day spa. Yeah, as this slide says, you learn the art of making someone feel great. That is probably the beauty of a program like Esthetician. A lot of our wellness programs, you are helping someone look good, feel good. That's a big part of what we do in the health and wellness department at Lakeland. So you'll promote wellness as an important part of healthcare, use specialized skincare treatments, address beauty, anti-aging, and stress issues, and anatomy, physiology, diseases, pharmacology, epidemiology, and nutrition, and communications and business skills. So a big portion of the work that you'll find in the esthetician field, you may work in a clinic when you graduate from the college, or you may want to start your own business. So we will introduce those concepts to you as well while you're learning the hands-on skills. Program requirements. So if you're considering applying, which I hope you're considering to do today, it is an apply for free day with our open house. The requirements that we're looking for entry into the esthetician program would be a minimum of 50% in English 20-1 or 20-2, and there are some vaccinations and immunizations that you would need. So your Hep B is required. Right now at Lakeland, we do have a proof of vaccination policy with COVID-19. So this year we are requiring, well, there's 3 requirements, I guess. You can provide proof of vaccination, you can produce an exemption, or you can receive rapid testing twice a week, every 72 hours to be on campus, and that's for anyone who comes on campus, be it a student, faculty member, staff member, or a person in the general public. I guess we'll see what next year brings, but for right now, that's the requirement. Graduation requirements in the esthetician program is to maintain a GPA of 2.0. So a perfect GPA when you're at college is a 4.0 GPA. That would be 100% in every course that you complete. That'd be great to achieve a 4.0. 2.0 is what you need. So you could do super well in some courses and not so well in some others, but so long as you maintain that 2.0 overall, that's what we're looking for graduation. But strive for that 4.0 overall, for sure. So in the esthetician program, there's a wide variety of skills that you're going to learn. Manicures and pedicures, gel polish, facials, chemical peels, microdermabrasion, body waxing, lash brow tints, makeup application, relaxation massage with hot rock, and then the business side of the esthetician business, professional image, spa management, and business plans. The public clinic is a huge part of the esthetician program. In addition to what you'll learn in the lab, it's a very student managed program, and students will manage the day spa on campus. Clients will come. We're starting that next week, I do believe, in esthetician. It's about 2 months of training in the program, and then you're ready to slowly implement the skills that you've learned. Obviously, as the program progresses, we're able to offer more services in our day spa, and students get the opportunity to practice while they're going through the program. So when you are ready to enter the workforce, you've had tons of experience working in the field right on campus at Lakeland. So some photos of our students in action. You can see some pedicures taking place, some waxing, nail, maybe some manicures taking place here. If you live in Lloydminster, I would encourage you to come and visit our day spa. It's a great opportunity to, if you have an interest in the esthetician program, to see it firsthand, as well as get some great services at a reduced cost, and give our students that opportunity to practice the skills that they've learned. So next up, we're going to talk a little bit about the clinical esthetician program. Alrighty, so the clinical esthetician certificate is the next step for esthetician training. So our esthetician program starts in September, finishes in April. If you were to enroll in the clinical esthetician program, you would be with the esthetician students. All of those two groups are together for the first 8 months, and then our clinical students stay for an additional 7 weeks. And in those 7 weeks, you will do chemical peels and microdermabrasion. You will be introduced to that in the esthetician program, and you'll go deeper into those topics within the next 7 weeks. You'll do dermaplaning, microneedling, and you will use the laser technology and the laser machine for laser hair removal, tattoo removal. And I know we have Sarah Labicane on the call today, who will be teaching in our clinical esthetician program this spring. And Sarah, if you want to say a few words about the program, that'd be great.
Sure. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, so the clinical aesthetics program is pretty exciting because it's gaining a lot of traction out in the industry. So you guys would be part of helping achieve the client's skincare goals, whatever that is. We go deeper than just the surface of the skin with this level of technology. So it is a requirement that we work hard on the theory component so that we understand what we're working on and what we're hoping to achieve with these individuals. Yeah, just as Jenna said, we have microdermabrasion, microneedling. The laser therapy, we can achieve all sorts of different outcomes with hair removal on all sorts of parts of the bodies, even facials and mole and freckle removal. And then the dermaplaning and advanced facials, we can work on other areas of people's needs. So it's super exciting and really popular. And it's exciting that we're able to offer this here at Lakeland in-house locally, because I know this technology and this course doesn't exist anywhere but in the larger centers.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Yeah, we are super excited. I guess we were slated to offer this program last year. It was going to be our first offering, and unfortunately, due to where we were in the world last spring and the necessity for clients to visit our clinical esthetician spa, day spa or clinic, we weren't able to have people on campus last spring because of restrictions provincially. And knowing that, we certainly didn't want to run the risk of having students enrolled in that 7 weeks of the program and not be able to have them complete all of the skills that would be necessary to graduate with that credential. So this year, we are very hopeful that things will run. We do have students registered in the program and excited to be able to offer these 7 weeks in April, May, a little bit of June as of next year. So the requirements for clinical esthetician program, entry requirements to be accepted into the program are exactly the same as the esthetician program, because that is what you are starting with. You complete, as I said, the exact same curriculum as the esthetician students will do in the first 8 months. If you've already graduated as an esthetician, or if you are working in the field, you could be in the nursing sector, if you have some background, you could complete the 7 weeks without necessarily starting from day one as an esthetician student. We do have students who graduated with their esthetician credential last year, and we hope to have them back for the 7 weeks of the clinical portion this year. Graduation requirements for clinical esthetician are the same as the esthetician certificate. So as we talked about, anatomy and physiology again, you will know everything you need to know about that when you graduate from either of these programs: skin diseases and disorders, clinical facials, laser technology, chemical peels, microdermabrasion, microneedling, and dermaplaning. And as Sarah indicated, to put it in simple terms, the esthetician program is really, you go to a day spa and it's a day of pampering. Clinical esthetician is, I wouldn't use the word pampering. It's a deeper surface. It's a deeper level of treatment. And while it might feel good after, there's some discomfort at some points when you're having some of the treatments in the clinical esthetician program. But the benefits, yeah, it's amazing what some of these things can do for your skin. And here are some photos. You'll see we're wearing goggles when you're using a laser machine. We have to have a room that's completely blocked out of light. The client will need to wear specific goggles when the laser machine is in use, as will the clinical esthetician. And all of that equipment would be part of the program. We're glad that we have use of the clinical laser machine that we do, and students will receive a kit with many of the things that they'll need as they go through the program. Here you can see some of our spaces, our hairstyling salon, and our esthetician labs, as you saw through some of our videos. the student-led day spa and hair salon certainly gives our students the chance to practice what they've learned in class. And I think it sets Lakeland apart. We're pretty excited and proud that we've had some great success in Skills Canada. If anyone on the call today is part of in high school and you've participated in provincial skills competitions, it's a great opportunity for you to put yourself out there and challenge yourself. So we've been a part of Skills Canada for several years, and last year we certainly didn't know if we were going to even have a Skills Canada competition, and we did, and we had some students who were excited to participate. And in Esthetician, we had Destiny Neufeld, who placed second in Alberta in the Skills Canada competition. Emily Ayoit placed first in Alberta and went on to win bronze at the national competition. And in hairstyling, Paige Lehman won silver in Saskatchewan. So when there are competitions that we can participate in, we certainly will reach out to our students, and if they're interested, we would support them along the way. It's exciting, it's fun, and I know some of our students had never done something like this, and it helps to build confidence. They had great things to say about it, and yeah, we're excited that we've been a part of it. All right, next up, we're going to talk about our Healthcare Aide program. And I know that Sarah is on the call and can speak to the Healthcare Aide certificate, as Sarah is out. Sorry.
That's okay. All right. So the Healthcare Aide program, I mean, what an exciting time, as all of you would likely know, to get into the healthcare field. What high demand these people are in right now currently. So I guess first and foremost, it's a one-year certificate program, and we offer our Healthcare Aide program in a blended delivery model, which just means that we have in-person labs, and it's supported with online learning as well. We have an Alberta Health approved curriculum, so we meet standards that we have to follow that Alberta Health mandates. So that means we have a pretty high level caliber program that we run. There are 3 practicums in this program, which end up equaling about a 2-month time span. So lots and lots of hands-on learning throughout this program. And at the completion of the program, students complete a provincial exam, which would grant you your certificate as a healthcare aide. This program's built around hands-on learning. And as you guys saw in the video, we have a wonderful hands-on learning environments like our labs that are wonderful, beautiful. We have all the latest and greatest in the technology and equipment departments. So pretty exciting times. You guys saw the video with the students all PPE'd up. As I'm sure that's common knowledge what PPE means nowadays, and it wasn't even a couple years ago. So we make sure that everybody's safe and ready to hit the ground running, so to speak, when they get out there. So our admission requirements, you need a high school diploma with 60% in English 20-2, and then we strongly recommend math 10-2. There's a lot of program specific requirements. We need your first aid, CPR, WMIS, clear criminal record, but the key piece there being that vulnerable sector check. MMR is mandatory in terms of your immunizations. And then also your COVID vaccine is mandatory because we are working with a vulnerable population. Really important that we protect the individuals that we care for. So that's why. And then the strongly encouraged vaccinations, there's a list of them on the screen here. And for this program, we need a minimum GPA of 2.7, which ends up being about a 70%. And once you successfully completed all the components of our program, then you will be able to complete that provincial exam. And we will grant a certificate for that this course when you've achieved a successful pass on that provincial exam. But you'll be well prepared going into it. Okay, so we'll definitely work on the client-centered care environment, hygiene, grooming, med admin, and then people that are graduating from this course will be able to work or eligible to work in long-term care, supportive living, assisted living, continuing care facilities, hospice, hospitals, and health centers. So people should be well prepared to hit the ground running. And I think I've mentioned everything about the practicums already. And there's some pictures of our last year's crew.
Thank you, Sarah. Great overview of healthcare aid. Okay, we're going to take you on a little tour of our hairstyling environment.
like everyone's my family. Going to the lab and learning new things is really fun and enjoyable. My favorite thing about the hairstyling program is how much our teachers care about us.
My favorite thing about the program is the friends I've made.
I enjoy the hairstyling program and the great atmosphere that has been created here.
Alrighty, so a little tour and some insight from our students, which was great. I think we have Michelle Beal, one of our faculty members, on the presentation today. Michelle, are you here?
Hello.
Hello. Do you want to talk a little bit about hairstyling?
Oh, absolutely. I'm in class right now, so can I give you a tour first?
That'd be great.
Awesome. I will. We'll get into the tour here. So today we're super happy to welcome you all here. We are in a hair cutting lab. So I'm just gonna show you around a little bit here. We got students doing some haircuts. How are you enjoying this so far, Kate?
I'm really enjoying it. It's so much fun.
Doing some haircuts. Hi. Hey. Hi. Look at how much fun they're having.
That's awesome.
All right. Lots of fun going on here today.
Whoa, who do we have? Looks like a special client today.
Got lots of good clients in our chair.
Well, let's hope they do a good job on that haircut.
It's a great haircut.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for the little tour, Michelle.
Awesome. And if we have any questions, let us know.
For sure, we will. Thanks
for coming.
Alrighty, so I'll tell you a little bit about the hairstyling certificate program. It is an AIT, so an apprenticeship and industry training program. We receive the curriculum from the government. You will complete 1,400 hours of training in our hairstyling program. I would say it's somewhat intense. Students are in class 7 hours a day, 5 days a week for 10 months. That's how you accomplish 1,400 hours of training over the 10 months at Lakeland. As you heard some of the students say, this is a family. Students spending that much time together, you do become quite close to your classmates. We have a maximum capacity in our salon of 24, so we have a nice small class size. We wouldn't exceed 24 students in the lab at any point in time, so you will get to know each other very well. There will be 2 faculty in the salon with 24 students. If there's 12 or under, it's 1. If there's any more than 12, it's 2. So you've got lots of individualized attention with your faculty members within the salon. Yeah, you'll train. As you saw, I'm pretty proud of the salon that we have at Lakeland. It was built on our campus in 2017, so it's, I would say, still pretty brand new. And you'd have top of the line access to everything you would need to train as a hairstylist. Again, you would receive a kit when you start the program, so you'll have many of those implements to use along the way. You saw the students using their mannequin heads in the classroom, and they'll use them as well in the salon. So a combination of lab and classroom training as you go through. And requirements, minimum of 50% in English 10-2 and Math 10-3. There are some additional requirements that we will need. So Hep B is required for hairstyling as well as esthetician. And for graduation, you must complete all of the courses within the program with a passing grade of 65 to receive your certificate. What your training covers is cutting and barbering. So the first semester of hairstyling is primarily hair cutting. It's a huge course in the first semester. The AIT actually changed their curriculum in the last year, which we implemented, and it allows for the barber credential to be offered as the first semester. So we're applying for that program to be offered at Lakeland for next year. So we hope to add that to our complement of programs, and barber students would be integrated with our hairstyling students for the first semester, which would be a great asset for another certificate that students could avail of in health and wellness programming at Lakeland. So if you continue on past the second semester, you'll get into styling, coloring, texturing, hair extensions. You'll do some makeup application, and again, as with the esthetician program, you're going to learn the business side of becoming a hairstylist as well. And we'll end with some great photos from our hairstyling salon, our students in action. So that is the end of our presentation. I'll stop sharing my screen.